And now the true journey begins. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here. We're back with another Pocket Monsters anime review. Today we're talking about episode 2, the true beginning to this series, where we get to see Ash and go meet Lugia. So let me go ahead and get into my thoughts on this episode in the summary. First thing I just want to say is that Delia probably has to buy Ash a lot of alarm clocks because he does the thing that he normally does when he has the Pokeball alarm clock and throws it and breaks it. But Delia and Pikachu try and wake him up, but Thunderbolt can't even wake him up. 2 slaps from Delia get Ash up and ready to go. Professor Oak needed Ash to come to the laboratory because he wanted Ash to come with him to welcome the opening of Sakuragi Labs, which is a new lab built in Vermilion City. This is going to be the place where Ash is going to be staying throughout his adventures in this new series. So, yeah, it's like perfect timing for Oak to call Ash to go with him. Delia and Mr. Mime end up going as well, and Ash ends up stating once again his goal is to become a Pokemon master, and he's going to do that with Pikachu. I believe this will be the series that he does it in. The series title changed back to Pocket Monsters, the original title. You know, so many big changes with the series. I feel like this is going to be the one where he does it. He finally wins. Well, he won the league already in the last series, but he finally reaches the goal of Pokemon Master. And I gotta say, for Ash's new design, I really do like the new design. I like the hat. I'm guessing that's a C on the hat for champion. The jacket is really cool. His shirt resembles X&Y's pajama shirt, and his shorts are okay. They're very different. And also his shoes resemble champion Leon's as well. So it's a lot of nice cool touches with his design. But yeah, Ash ends up meeting a Yamper for the first time, which he even like states, oh, this is a whole new Pokemon. I've never seen this. Where are you from and stuff? Which is still cool that, you know, Ash still has that personality of wanting to meet new Pokemon. Yamper does not like Ash and messing and rubbing all on him, and does, I'm guessing, a nuzzle attack on Ash, basically knocking Ash out. And we get to see Koharu, and she, it's so funny. Normally, you know, when Ash is hurt by a Pokemon or something, they're like, oh, are you okay, Ash? Koharu just walks up, sees Ash just laying there, and just slowly walks past him and just runs away. I'm like, my gosh. I feel like Koharu's going to have to get a lot of adjusting to with Ash. We then get the introduction of Sakuragi, and here's where he gives us the world of Pokemon opening speech that we normally get in every movie. You know, talking about Pokemon living in the sea, the sky, the land. You know, there's many more new discoveries that we can make about Pokemon and things like that. And yeah, we get the opening ceremony for Sakuragi Labs. And while this is happening, Koharu's wondering, where the heck is Go at? Because Go is supposed to be meeting up with Koharu to get some work done. But Go is waiting on his special encounter with the Pokemon Lugia, which is pretty interesting that Go knew that Lugia was coming. I feel like Go is going to be a really smart trainer in this series. He's going to know a lot about Pokemon and where to go and stuff. Really different from Ash when he first started out, because yeah, Ash knew a lot of Pokemon, but he was a rookie. He wasn't a great trainer, so seeing that Go is going to be pretty experienced, not experienced battle-wise, I feel like Ash is going to teach Go the ways of battling, but to see that he knows a lot about his information is really cool. Which, when Sakuragi gets the information that a Lugia raid is about to happen, Ash runs off in excitement, and we actually get a little reference where Snorlax is sleeping in Vermilion City, which is so funny because, you know, in Pokemon Let's Go or Red, Blue, Yellow, Fire Red, Leaf Green, whichever version you played, there's a Snorlax at Vermilion City blocking the way. And yes, while Go is pretty accurate with, you know, figuring out stuff, he is still a little bit off, which is, we get this nice funny scene of him like, here we go, here's the Lugia. But it's actually a Psyduck. He's like, this can't be what I predicted. But Lugia was just, you know, he was just a little bit off, just a little bit. Lugia was over to the right of him. Which the concept of raid battles in the anime, I think is really cool, because I really do like the way that all the trainers came out to fight Lugia, and just the way that they were battling. Like, Lugia destroyed these trainers, each and every one that sent an attack at it. And these trainers have some very powerful Pokemon as well. Garchomp, Corviknight, Gengar, Jolteon, Wartortle, many powerful Pokemon. Also, many Pokemon from different regions, which I'm loving as well, that we're getting to see a variety of Pokemon. Even though we're in Kanto, these trainers probably came from different regions and, you know, showing off their Pokemon, which I really do appreciate this series doing. And after Lugia ends up kicking some butt, Ash ends up challenging Lugia to a battle himself, saying, let's do this, Lugia, me and you. And Pikachu actually ends up landing a devastating Thunderbolt, which actually looked like it was pretty powerful against Lugia. And I gotta say, I just love the new Thunderbolt animation. Like, it was just so clean. Like, see Ash go, Pikachu, button. Freaking the way Pikachu hit his cheeks and did the spin and everything. I think it was really cool seeing Thunderbolt used like this. And yes, while Ash is the champion, he still couldn't fight off this Lugia either. Basically, Lugia destroys Ash and Pikachu with I believe, an aerial blast. But Ash is not done, as he goes and follows after Lugia, basically trying to catch up with it. And so does Go as well. And this is where these two have a very interesting encounter. Both make this extremely impossible jump and end up catching on to Lugia. And they're like, wait, who the heck are you? And how the heck are you getting on Lugia? Lugia accepts the fact that Ash and Go are on it, I'm guessing, and decides to take him on a little adventure. And I gotta say, the scenes were so beautifully animated. Like, just witnessing Ash and Go witness just how amazing Lugia was. I truly love these scenes a lot, where we got to see Lugia use Hydro Pump to basically ease the impact of Ash and Go going into the water as well. It was really amazing to see this. And I truly feel like we're going to see more of Ash's character grow and become a Pokemon master. And that's because of this scene right here, where Ash hears Lugia say, "Here we go," as they enter the water. Now, I don't know what this is about, but maybe to become a Pokemon master, Ash is going to be able to understand every Pokemon or every legendary. I don't know. That was pretty cool if you ask me. And it's interesting because only Ash and Pikachu heard this. Like, Go did not hear this at all. So I really do feel like this is going to be a big, important story factor that we will see throughout this series of Ash possibly hearing legendary Pokemon and soon more Pokemon and being able to understand them. Possibly similar to what happened in I Choose You, but a little different. Like, we'll have to see how they actually progress with this. But yeah, Ash and Go fully introduce themselves to each other, and Lugia ends up dropping them off at some other region and heads off. And I'm just like, dang, Lugia, you're just gonna leave them like that? Which Ash and Go, they actually end up having a nice little conversation talking about, just how amazing Pokemon is, how big the world is, and just I want to see more of the world, because Go was really happy, like, getting to witness Lugia. He got to feel, his scales were a lot rougher than they thought. Got to see how his wings flapped and everything, his feathers, and it was really cool. It was a really nice scene. And I got to say, Ash and Go are going to make for two great characters. I feel like they're going to grow a really nice bond. It seems like right now they're not too fond of each other, but as the series progresses, I'm hoping that we get to see them grow and become more and more friends throughout the series. And I do find it crazy that Lugia actually took Ash and Go to a whole new region, because they had to come back on a boat and were just so exhausted. It was so crazy to see this. And Kaoru ends up basically saying to Go, oh yeah, cool, you met Lugia, but here's your work. See, I feel like Kaoru's going to have a lot of character growth. Right now we're seeing that it's just Ash and Go's adventures around the world, and Kaoru's kind of just staying back and doing, focused on school and everything. But I feel like as the series grows and she becomes more fond of Go and Ash, she will start to begin to travel the world with them. Realize, go for her dreams. Like, maybe she's not going for her dreams. Maybe she's just doing this because she has to do it. But then she decides to go for her dreams, which the last message of Sun and Moon was like, and your dreams. So I feel like they're really going to be pushing that in this series. But Ash and Go end up telling the professor everything that they witnessed. Go ends up showing pictures with his phone, which doesn't have a Rotom yet, but I feel like Rotom will be coming in the next episode based on what the previews are showing. And I wonder how would it get Rotom phones. Maybe Sakuragi will give Ash a phone, and they'll both get Rotoms. I'm kind of sad that's not Ash's Rotom from Sun and Moon, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like the Rotom phone can talk. So it's like, it's okay, because I wouldn't want the Rotom Dex to lose his ability to speak and everything. But Sakuragi ends up making Ash and Go research fellows for his basically research lab. And actually will be living in the lab with Kaoru and Sakuragi, which is pretty nice. And they're going to be traveling the world. And I really can't wait to see what exciting adventures these two characters will get into in this series. Sakuragi also gives Go an option to choose a starter Pokemon, but Go's, cocky self says he chooses Mew to be his first Pokemon, which I wonder how this is going to change on episode 4. Or maybe the Score Bunny all along is going to be Mew and it's not a Score Bunny at all. That would be pretty bizarre if you ask me. But yeah, basically, they get to choose between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And Ash is super excited, like, oh, you get a first choice. But Go declines all of these, sadly, and goes for Mew. And thus, basically, this episode ends with Sakuragi being like, okay, I expect great things from you both. And they basically go off on their next adventure, which we will see next week, which is the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur episode, which I'm hoping Ash's Bulbasaur appears, but from what the trailer showed, it looks like it's not going to. I really wish Ash would bring all his Pokemon to Sakuragi's lab just so we can see them again in action, because it's so he's still in Kanto, you know? Like, yeah, I get there at Oak's lab, you know, Pokemon like Bulbasaur has to keep everyone intact and everything. But I'm just hoping we get to see Ash's old Pokemon in this series, since he's in the Kanto region, going to every region around the world. Like, so much potential with this series, and I'm just really hoping that they go with it. Also, this scene was quite interesting to me because Delia asks Mr. Mime to stay with Ash so basically it can take care of him. So yes, Ash has a second member, his first psychic type being Mr. Mime. And it's like, yo, that's cool. But I'm glad Mr. Mime's going to be, you know, showing off more. But I'm actually kind of shocked too because, you know, Delia's going to be home alone. I would have thought, you know, if the Sun and Moon Pokemon came back, that Incineroar would stay at the house because, you know, Delia was all over Litten and Torracat. So I would expect that to happen. But and Lycanroc too, because Lycanroc could be like a guard dog, but they're in Alola, so who knows? Maybe some of Ash's other Pokemon will come back home and stay with Delia, and while Mr. Mime is here. In my opinion, this episode shows that this series has a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential for great stories, great plots, great adventures, and great character growth for both Ash and Lugia and Go. I almost said Lugia. Apologies, guys, because I was thinking about the moment where Lugia spoke to Ash. Like, I'm really interested in what that's going to lead to, and I really do hope it does lead to something. Like, maybe with other legendaries, we'll see them speaking to Ash as well, leading up to a bigger plot. But I do like this series' tone. It's a much different series from previous series where, you know, Ash is going through the gyms and things like that. But there's a lot of potential here as well. And yeah, I really do love these characters. So that's pretty much my review of episode 2. I really don't have too much else to say because, you know, it's still the beginning. But as the series goes on, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot more to talk about. Thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. TreyMan1, peace out.